Walking into the local drugstore, you jokingly say to the employee, "I need to lift a curse cast generations ago. What aisle?" He then looked up and responded with, "Yeah, you look bad. Aisle 5 just down the secret stairway." Mortality can weigh heavy on a guy. Phineas knew that. He had been mortal for 322 years now, and he was starting to feel the weight of every second. He didn't look it. He kept a neat vessel, no matter whose skin he wore, but he was beginning to silver at the edges, faster than he should. His atoms were achy and scattered. Every passing moment took more and more focus to keep his being together. Phineas trudged into the pharmacy, slouching under his leather coat. Truthfully, he was just looking for another bar after the last one kicked him out. He had plenty of sorrows to drown. In the next few days, he would have to find a new vessel, plan a new disappearance. It was always so damn inconvenient, if you were picky what they looked like. And Phineas was always picky. The bell on the shop door rattled behind him as he staggered in, half drunk and showing it. The neon sign read Pandora Extracts. It was an ancient brick storefront, the lights a dim sodium yellow. It looked as old as the city itself. Phineas squinted at it as he stood swaying in the open shop door. "Hey," he said, "is this a posh shop or a pharmacy?" The woman behind the counter glanced up. She flicked her stare up and down Phineas and said in a dense accent, "Tourist? Oh, my cover's blown." She gave him a wry smirk. "This is Prague, not Amsterdam. But you seem like you'll have a headache in the morning at the rate you're going." She mimed a drinking motion. Phineas stumbled in and laughed. He said, "With any luck, soon this body won't be my problem anymore." Bad luck from the next soul, he stuck with it. No mortal was going to keep that husk from showing every one of its 80 years the moment Phineas stepped out of it. The shopkeeper narrowed her eyes. They were amber and fierce. "What are you here for, really?" "Here?" "Indeed. Of all the shops in all the cities in the world." Phineas considered it for a moment. His thoughts swum, drunkenly. Truth was, the prefrontal lobe was shorting out on this body. His impulse control had gone straight to hell. He said, "Oh, I've just come to deal with an ancient curse from my bastard of a father, who cut me off a few centuries ago and doomed me to live a mortal life unto eternity. Or something." She raised her brows. "You're here to lift a curse?" Phineas laughed. She might toss him out too, but at least he'd have a laugh. "You think you could do that for me?" The shopkeeper stood up and walked to the door. She pushed past Phineas to lock the door. Her hair smelled like ash and hemlock, a smell from a lifetime ago. Phineas blinked back his shock as the shopkeeper flicked off the neon open sign. "You seem like a poor drunk fool," she said. "What the hell? I'll let you in without the code. Just this once." "In?" Phineas repeated. His heart pulsed in his ears. He just nodded, smoothly. "Yeah, of course. That's why I came here. And what is the code for next time?" "Who says I want you back?" She smirked over her shoulder at him. Gods above and below, no one had ever made him feel more transparent. Like she saw every planned barb of bullshit he had ready. But her teasing smile made him smile. An unfamiliar warmth spread through his chest. "Maybe I'll find some way to convince you." The shopkeeper shook her head at him and took his hand. Rings glittered on her fingers, stones of old power. "Don't thank me yet. My father liked to say no clever man did deals while drunk." Phineas couldn't help his grin. "Maybe I'm not a clever man." The shopkeeper led him further back into the shop. into a messy storage room. She unlocked a heavy metal door. Beyond it, a set of stairs led down to another door. Phineas's throat tightened. He instantly recognized the writing on the door. The last time he saw that language, his own father's handwriting had written the curse. A sealing spell. Red light seeped from under the crack in the door. Anticipation coiled in Phineas's belly. He hoped the hunger didn't show on his face. After all this time, a way back to the other side. It couldn't be that easy, could it? The witch smirked at him. Well, are you going to the bone market or not? This story was written by Ecstatic and Insatiate. Read by Bag of Vicodin. Thank you for listening.